Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities as Skylines. So between episodes I did some stuff that I actually did record, but I messed up the recording and I didn't record it in the end. I added some more roads in, which I probably want to change the way this one works. It was fine when there weren't so many cars using it, because the reason it's doing that is because they got such a small intersection there. I don't know, but anyway, I'll walk you through it. So this road I used to connect up basically Flabsterdam to the rest of Unfinite Island. So they get from here over to the other side pretty quick just by using this highway connection here. And goes all the way along and joins up to that original one that we had over here as well. So they can actually get over there quite quickly, and they can also join the highway there if they wanted. And there's some more room for building up there. Then we also have this connection just going straight across, which simply connects this area here across there as well if they want to do the same thing. So they don't all have to pile onto this huge avenue that was getting overburdened with too much traffic. Now, the biggest changes that I did was a couple of new highway entrances off of this main road into the canals areas. One here, well, that's the entrance, and the other one is the exit. Although I say useful, although it's only getting 12 people using it now, and I think it's because I put that road in. I think they're all using this instead, to be honest, which is kind of annoying. I didn't really want them to use that, and I think, you know what, I think I don't want that. I don't think I want that anymore. I think we'll keep this one, because it still allows them to get around. I'll make that corner not so sharp, because that looks ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think I'll have that other connection in there though. Okay, well, I need this to be... Damn it. I don't like bridges. I like mountain roads. You know, I like them sort of trailing along. Damn it. That's unfortunate. I don't know. I don't like bridges going up hills. I like them to be super smooth. And, oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't even use the right tool. I meant to use this tool. There we go. That's a little messy, I'm going to be honest. When I say a little messy, I mean quite a lot messy. But anyway, that'll go along. Let me redo all of that, because that was awful. There you go, that's alright. Now, that pylon there looks absolutely ridiculous. Do we need that connection? I don't think we do, but I think I want to keep it because, I mean, this area could power itself, but it is providing power to the rest of the city. I think I might want to get a connection from here to there, like from this side, right, over to here. If I can keep it fairly tall, that'll probably be more ideal. That does look kind of ridiculous, though, doesn't it? Does look kind of ridiculous. What about from there across? That's not too bad. That's a little bit better. Okay, can I... Why isn't it snapping? Do I have snapping off? No. What? Why isn't it... Where am I, pal? Why is it not snapping to the... Okay, well, it's being stupid. Snapping is on. It should... Oh, there it is. Found it. Stupid thing. Alright, anyway. This is going to go... I guess I might as well just take it directly across, right? I'll go this way. Come around. Go around this filthy lake area, or filthy bay. We'll go join up there, and I think maybe we'll also join up here. Just for completeness sake. So just so we have a few more, redundant connections to the rest of the grid. Because that's all we had, and if I accidentally knock that out, such as right now, because it looks ridiculous, then... that would have not been good. But we'll go across the road and then we'll go up like that. There you go. That's better. Much better. Now, yeah, I also changed this bridge into a 6-lane bridge because we had a lot of traffic on it. That's now a little 8-lane section so that we have like 2 dedicated turning lanes and then a couple that go forward. So that was quite good. So basically this exit from the highway allows them to exit, or allows them to enter from over in the industrial area instead of come out and come up that way. It also allows them to use this highway or that highway to exit over here as well. Basically, it just connects this area to the rest of the highway network, which is super, super useful. And similar with this just allows them to enter the highway going either direction, and then they can, get anywhere that they need to go. You may notice that it looks like an absolute mess down there, and it's because it is. I choose not to look at it. I choose not to look at that kind of stuff. I want to smooth that out a little bit because that's a little bit rough. There we go. That's all right. So it sort of swoops down and up and around. So that's still a useful connection. It just doesn't have that one there anymore because that was getting a little bit, a little bit too much. Now, how's that one going these days? 21, 22, a few more people using that. Now, the other thing I did was actually build this elevated road that sort of goes over the canal areas. And trust me, you're glad that you didn't have to sit through me building this because I did record it and it was a really mundane section that took about 15 minutes of, building a piece of road that barely got utilized. It goes underneath and sort of joins up to the highway network as you would expect as well. There's an entrance to the highway that basically no one uses. Is essentially the problem. Like we have 12 people using it and I wasted too much time doing that. But because I wasted so much time doing it, I'm going to keep it there. I would like to try and make it useful. And a way I thought that we could try and do that is if we made this a two-way connection. So that, they could come back this way as well. That would be quite good. If we branch off of... where would we need to come from? Because that goes... If we could even just branch off of this connection underneath, that'd be good. But it's kind of in a really hard spot to get anywhere else. I think maybe what we'll try and do, see if I can come off of there. It's obviously going to be one way. We're going to have to go underneath that. Ideally, there we go. So it's going to go up a little bit. Now this is going to go, basically it's going to go, hang on, up to there and join onto that, right? So we can do that. But what I got to do now is make sure that this from that point back through here is all two-way. Can I get out of underground? Yeah, there we go. That's going to have to be all anarchy to make that work. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I'm just thinking it may be more useful to have this as a two-way connection rather than just the one. And maybe more people will use it. Maybe they won't. I don't know. We shall see. Alright, so that will allow them to come back this way and join there. And then that's just one way from there on out, which I might actually... no, it doesn't need to be... It doesn't mean double lane. It does need to connect from this one over here, though. It doesn't need to, but I think I want it to. Just so we have connection both directions of the highway. So if we can go underneath... There it is. And then that just needs to come back over here. Okay. If we can connect onto that one, actually, that would be ideal. Yeah, see, it's kind of the problem here. Is that's the problem with doing this around mountains, is that it becomes increasingly difficult to fit roads in. I don't want to connect it. It needs to connect over to that one. Why? Now, why is that... Damn it. Okay, this is going to be more difficult than I wanted it to be. Let's try that again. Let's exit out like that. Obviously remaining underground. I'm not an idiot. There, and then just go straight across. It doesn't go deep enough. But no, it doesn't though. It doesn't, which is kind of annoying. Okay. See, this is kind of what it was for about 20 minutes of me doing this before. Let me try going the other way. That might help us out here. If we go this way, and then maybe try... If I can just draw into that highway. Try into about there. There you go. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because that will sort of sink the road a little bit further underground. So that means it's at a lower height. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Like so. And get over there. Which we can, as you can see. Has to be 36. Now, okay. Okay. Sorry. Destroyed like 50 buildings in the process of doing that. Sorry. Sorry. Can I just make sure I get onto that one? There it is. We're getting somewhere now. That will go to there. Sweet. And then we ideally want to have this road back because that was my bad, guys. Sorry about that one. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Sorry. There you go. Get those back. That's going to all disappear, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way things are. Okay, now I've got to make sure I flip that road around before I forget, because it was going the other way, because I had to try and fit it in. Flip, flip, Flipadelphia, flip, Flipadelphia. And I guess I will actually upgrade that to a single lane road there as well. Well, I guess technically downgrade, but whatever. You get the idea. And then it can go... No, it'll be single there as well. Alright, so... Now that should allow traffic to go both ways. There you go. Now we're getting some more use out of this road. Look at that! They're going everywhere with it. 20 cars, 25. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Because now they can sort of head on, join over that way. They can... oh, did I already have it joining the other way? Oh. Wait, hang on. What did I do? No, that's the exit, right? That joins on. And oh, hang on. What have I done? I've done something stupid, haven't I? Because I forgot that these two roads here are going different directions. That one's a joining road, right? Yep. Oh, wait, so is that one. No, never mind. That's fine. No, that's fine. So they should be able to come down that road. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Okay, I didn't mess it up. And then they can join that way, and then they can join the other way as well, right? No one wants to, but they can. I think is the point that I should be making. Yeah, no one wants to drive over that way, but they could. They could. I think. I don't think I did it the wrong way, but anyway. 64 people using that now. Sweet. All right, so now we have a more useful road. That still took me 11 minutes to sort of organize, but got it there. Good. All right, let's build some more stuff. Let's build some more stuff. Let's try building on the other side over here, because we've got all this beautiful space. Let's get a road. I'm so done with tunnels right now. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm done with tunnels. Now this will be a road. Oh, palm tree road for sure. For sure. Gonna head down to the coast. No, we won't, because slope is too steep. Down like that. Look at this. Ugh. Beautiful. All the way down to there. And then maybe I have like a little pier off the end. And then this one can go across like that. And we're gonna have basically gonna have a few roads in here that hopefully have some form of useful zoning. Because right now the zoning squares are fairly small because it is so hilly, but that's fair enough. If I can get like a little, I think I want I think I want a super steep laneway in there, because I think that it's like, oh, okay, maybe that's a little too steep. I was like, it's kind of cool and kind of realistic in a way, because laneways can tend to be quite steep, not quite that steep. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge and recognize that. Okay, this is not working. Hang on. Okay, that's also not working. All right, what we need to do, go up like this. Yeah, it's all right. That's definitely too steep for just a direct road. But they'll get some more zoning in there anyway. Let's jump over here. Let's get some more roads. Anyway, this one should be a little bit more useful than the previous ones. I think this road will go straight across like that. We'll have one that connects down. And then, I don't know if we need the main road going much further. If any, really. Like, the main road could probably just end here. Or maybe, no, you know what? We'll have it head down over here. And connect up down there, maybe. So this will come over like this. And then come down here. And I guess it kind of just needs to connect on there, maybe. That's where that one will join. So that will join up around that way, which is nice. Which kind of means we have another connection there as well to help us out. And then I think I will join some more roads. Not join some more roads, but build some more roads out like that. And then get a block parallel to that. And then another one. Just sort of varying them up slightly. I think this will be a huge new district that will hopefully be useful. Maybe. I can go down the bottom. That one can join up there, just so it looks kind of interesting, and you get the sort of like hill road side effect. Effect, not side. It's not a side effect. It's not a side effect. We got a road joining in there though, so I have one there, sort of to feed the area. Now this one over here can, I guess, just continue, but I think we'll have them sort of cut off here at that sort of cliff face. That'll come up and around. That looks kind of weird. You wouldn't have a 90-degree corner like that. Worry about that. And then maybe another road in here. That's kind of weird. Let me redo that one. Definitely going to need some good public transport out here. I'll tell you what. It will need to be good. And then I think I'll get some more laneways down here. Just to make it a little bit interesting and weird. I think it always looks interesting when you have all these sort of roads along the coastline like that. I think that'll be pretty good, that area. They have a highway connection right here anyway, so hopefully that should help things out. Whether it actually does or not, who knows? Who knows? We'll find out later. Now, we want to have... I think I'll make this a main road here. Which will drive up through there. And then at that point, it will turn back into a smaller road. Coming around. Straight on through there. And then around this way. And around that way. So it'll sort of join back up over there. And then we'll have some more of those nice sweeping sort of parallel lines. So it kind of just looks like some nice city blocks. Is what I'm trying to go for anyway. Bring that back a little bit. Basically, we're just planning out an entire new section that is going to be huge. Huge. Hang on. Let me redo this. This is going to go up for sure. And it's going to become a smaller road. Because we should be able to fit another one right here alongside it. Even though it's going to have small houses on it, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool. I'll get one in there too. It might be an idea to turn that into like a, instead of just a bushwalk, like even like a little lane just for some houses or something there. But I don't know. I think we'll leave that for now. Over here, back again. Let's go this way. We got some fire trucks coming over this way. Interesting, interesting. They're using the new roads. They're like, oh, let's break them in, guys. We got some new roads. Sweet. Maybe this one can go. Kind of a weird space I have here. Maybe that can be a park. Let's see. That can be a park. Oh, let me turn off Anarchy real quick. It uses up a lot of the zoning there, which is really annoying me. Where's my second favorite park that I always otherwise use? It is this one. I'm going to put it there. Right, so this is going to... I want a road here. But it's just a little close to the other road. Just annoying me, that was all. That can go up to there. And I guess we won't put anything there just because there's not really a lot of room. But I think that's quite a nice area. I think that's quite a nice area. And we have the sort of highway running through it as well, which should hopefully make it not too crap. We're going to have to extend that subway line there. Or maybe even... What we... Because that's such a... I mean, we definitely will have to extend the subway line. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. We'll get... I don't know if I want 2-track ones, but we'll get one there. And then probably one down the back over there. So I'm thinking what we'll do, instead of it going directly there, this line will come around and then sort of terminate on the other side of that one. If that makes sense. I'll show you right now because I'm going to do it. So we'll get this subway to go... Okay, not a bulldozer tool. This subway to go like this. And then I'll come around underneath the main road. Oh, come on, you can do that. Let me just anarchy it because it's just been stupid. Now this one, I didn't really plan this out because I put it too close to the canal. I I can't, we need to turn away from the canal because we definitely cannot tunnel underneath the canal. And if you're wondering why I built a bridge over there, that's why, because we can't go underneath the canal. Because, well, you can, but it's just super deep that to get under there, you have to have a long tunnel to get under it. So I think what I might do is actually just shift the subway station. Well, actually, I wanted it near the tram stop, really. But it doesn't really fit in anywhere particularly well. I guess there, so I'm going to have to... It's going to have to do an awkward turn again. But it'll be worth it. Okay, come on. You can do that. Something stupid. So we're going to do a big U-turn. This one will be bigger than the last one because that was kind of small anyway. A nice egg-shaped U-turn. Now this one's going to have to come down the side. And then around. And then into there. And a nice sharp turn. Then it will come back up this way. Like it is now. Ideally, I wanted... Ideally, we wanted another track there so we could sort of terminate next to it. Because otherwise it doesn't really work, does it? Oh, I guess it does. Because if we're changing the stop anyway, hang on. It should work. Alright, so here's my plan. Let me just drag and drop that to sort of update it. Let me just, yeah, like that. Did that update it? No, it didn't. Oh, that's annoying. It does an interesting one right now. What I'll do, hang on, let me remove that. So now it sort of just goes over there. But now what I'll do, I'm going to move that stop. It's going to go to here. Good. So, yeah, actually, I want the... hang on. It's not going to work how I want it to. Let's go there. Okay, no, here's what we got to do. Got to do a stop. Not there. There. Okay. Then we'll go to the next one. So we're going to have a stop there. Then obviously a stop there. Then a stop here. Then it will go back to there. I'm so confused with the way this is going, so I'm actually just going to redo that because I have no idea what I've just done. Which I feel like is most certainly my fault. Now, how do I... Oh, here we go. Now they're flashing. Which one is the one I need? Why aren't they flashing now? Oh, that one. Metro Line 7. How many? I have 5 vehicles on it. Okay. Just wanted to remember that. Okay, let's redo that because that was confusing as hell. So we're going to start... No, hang on. How do I want this to be? I want this to be the end. So we'll sort of go end there and then go back around and then go that way. Because then ideally what you would do is if you wanted to, depending which direction you wanted to go from here, you just get on the train at that stop or you get on the start of it and go around, right? Obviously you can never head back that way. But I think I may use that one to head directly that way. I'm confusing myself now. I really am. Right, let's just roll with it. So we're going to go there. We're going to come along. There. To there. These stops should all remain the same. It'll then stop here. Can I stop? Yeah, I can stop on the other side, which is actually what I want to do. Stop there. 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 Now that's ideally where I want to... I guess not end it. But that's where it'll turn around. And go back. So it's kind of like a termination point, but not really because we actually started in a different spot. But I think you can kind of see what I meant now. There we go. Alright, so what it does basically is it will come past here, stop, continue on going around the loop, but it only goes one way around this loop and then sort of heads back that way. So if you wanted to go directly back that way, you just stop there and get on there, for example, and then go that way. Or you just get on the other side of the platform and go that way. So it still effectively does the same thing, but it just means that we don't have to sort of do a separate line there, if that makes sense. I think it's a good idea. As with all my things, who knows? We're going to get some more trains, though, because we've got more stops. We're going to get 8. We'll get 3 more trains. And then what I will do is actually get... It's kind of annoying, because I should have... Do I want that one to go further? No, I think they'll be fine. If they want to get from... The only problem is, if you want to get from that station to there, you have to go around the loop. But I think that's fine, because what I may do is just have a bus service running the other direction. Alright, let's just resume time. Let's get some water in this area. Just underneath this main road we'll go for now. And then pretty much just cover anywhere that I've just built roads, because we're going to need to anyway. There we go. And that little bit there I missed. Someone is going to get really mad the way I'm doing these pipes. But at the same time, I mean, it gets the job done. I'm covering all me bases. And that's really all I need to do. And I also have $6.4 million, so I don't really need to worry about wasting money either. Boop. Alright. So, that's that. Now, let's have a look at the subway. I'm interested to see this run. We have people waiting on both tracks, which is good. That means they want to go both directions. I think we have one coming over now. The first one, anyway, obviously. So we should have 8 of them. So hopefully what I'm hoping to see is a good spacing between the subways so that one's always heading the other way and one's always heading this way. So now that one will continue around, down past there and all that. And then so will the next one, obviously, until this one eventually gets around and the circuit is completed. Now, obviously, I don't think... there's actually people getting on there, which is interesting. I guess if you want to head that way, you could just walk from that building down there. Did not expect it to get on there. All right, nice steep downhill there. And nice big sweeping turn. There's actually people waiting here too, which is interesting. Some people did get off, so that one is working quite nicely. And then they're going to head down over to this platform, which has got a ton of people waiting because I'm sorry, I had to restart the subway line, so it took a little while. Sorry, guys. They'll come around this way. The train is full. I couldn't get any more people on it. And I'll head up that way. And now we finally have... So we have those trains heading that way. And then immediately we finally have one that's going to head back the other way. Obviously the train is very full right now. But there it goes. And then you have the next one coming in. So you still effectively have the two direction thing going on here. We just have to wait for the trains to catch up. Now is the load at that platform diminished yet? Almost. So this one's coming over here. It's going to be hard to try and empty this platform out, that's for sure. And probably all the others, actually, for a while. Oh, no, that's actually not bad. Oh, that one's bad, though. Yeah, they should rebalance after a while. It's just because we had to remove the trains, obviously. But I think I like this setup. Imagine trying to figure out how to get a subway tunnel in underneath all of those, like, highways that we have down there. We're slowly removing that crowd, which is good. We haven't had one coming back the other way for a while. Wonder if we need more trains. Maybe 2 more. So number 10. 1, 2. Let's get up to 10 vehicles. So that should spawn another one in a second. Or not. Where am I? I'm lost. I want to be over here. I'm watching that subway. Yeah, we've got 10 vehicles now. Okay. Alright, so that station there is looking much, much better. There goes that train. Here comes the next one. Fantastic. It stops there. That one will sort of... Okay, I feel like that one should have come in while that one was loading, but... Oh well, whatever. And then they can both... Those two can both enter at the same time, which is nice. The only crossover we have is just these two here, but that's just kind of the way... See, ideally I would have liked to have a third platform and just use that one, but... I guess I have to be on the other side. Because this should really tunnel underneath and then pop up on the other side, because then they wouldn't need a cross. But to be honest, that's a lot easier just to do it this way, so... Who cares? That one is looking much better. That station is good. That one is super full there. Yeah, that one's bad. But we're getting it. We're getting it. The trains are now running, so it's okay. That one's going okay too. And I think we're good. I think we have a constant flow of subway trains now. So, that's that. Next episode, we'll be starting to fill this in quite obviously. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And have an awesome day.